What a game of football did I just witness? Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 0. Congratulations to Real Madrid. Yes, congratulations. You cannot play a game against Man City with your B team players, without Kylian Mbappe, without Jude Bellingham, without Militao, without Alvaro Carreras, without Rodrigo. 5 of your starters. Without 5 of your starters, you play a game against Manchester City of Pep Guardiola. You defeated them 3-0, and all the 3 goals were scored by a midfielder, Federico Valverde. What a player. Bro, see, the Champions League is already in Real Madrid's blood, bro. See, when it comes to the Champions League, they already have it in their blood. This Real Madrid team is totally different. I feel like there is something in this particular team that we don't know. They need to be investigated. There is a spiritual something in this Real Madrid that needs to be investigated. I'm telling you, you cannot play a game against Osasuna. You are unable to win. You go ahead and play a game against Getafe. You are still unable to win. You play a game against Celta Vigo. You struggle and win in the last minute of the game. And you play against Man City in the UEFA Champions League Round of 16 and you win easily. You dominate Manchester City from the first minute to the last minute. Do you know one thing that I like about this Real Madrid team? Is their winning mentality. If you have been following me, even as a Barcelona fan, I'll obviously tell you guys nothing but the truth. I have been saying it on this platform and I will say it again. One thing that makes Real Madrid to be different from other teams is their winning mentality, bro. You watch Real Madrid play a game. They don't care if they entertain you or not. What they are looking for is a victory. Look at how they started the game. A small mistake from Manchester City players, Valverde. Another mistake from Donnarumma, Valverde again. And from nowhere, before the first half ended, Valverde with a hat-trick. Now, let me show you guys the match statistics of this particular game. Look at the match ratings, the player rating of Manchester City team. Look at. I am even surprised that Erling Haaland played this game. I'm telling you, I watched a game for more than 40 minutes without seeing Erling Haaland. I watched a game for more than 40 minutes without seeing Erling Haaland. Look at his rating, 5.7. Antoine Semenyo in this game was very average. You come to the midfield, Jeremy Doku was tied up. Trent Alexander-Arnold was with a guy like this. Bernardo Silva was very average today. Look at Savino. I don't know where Pep Guardiola picked this one from. I don't even know where Pep Guardiola picked this one from. Apart from Rodri in this particular Manchester City team today, there was no any other player. Rodri carried out his role as a defensive midfielder and he was perfect. But there was no other player to help him up. Donnarumma, you are a world-class goalkeeper. Donnarumma, you just won the Champions League. Donnarumma, you were just named the best goalkeeper in 2025. Look at the mistakes you are making. You gave away 2 goals. 2 goals. And Vinicius Jr. even missed a penalty. Like this game could have been 4-0. Now let me show you guys Real Madrid player rating. Look at Real Madrid player rating. Before looking at the rating, look at the players. Look at the players. Now, when you go to that defense, how many of these players are starters for Real Madrid? Ferland Mendy. When was the last time you watched Ferland Mendy play for Real Madrid? When was the last time? My goodness. Look at his rating, 7.1. Look at Dean Huijsen, 7.1 also. Rudiger, 7.3. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 7.4. You go to the midfield, you see Fede Valverde with a rating of 9.7. Then there is this other guy. I don't know me this guy. That is just to tell you, this is a B team player. Thiago, I think the name is Thiago. This is a B team player. Starting in the UEFA Champions League Round of 16 because of injuries against Man City. And their team won against Man City 3-0. Look at Adagola. Is he a starter for Real Madrid? No. Look at Brahim Diaz. Is he a starter for Real Madrid? No. Now, Real Madrid will play a game against Man City. Brahim Diaz is not a starter, but he started. Adagola is not a starter, he started. Thiago is not a starter, he started. Ferland Mendy is not a starter, he started. 4 players that are not starters for Real Madrid started against Man City. And they won Man City 3-0. Now, let me move ahead. Look at the match statistics. Expected goals. Real Madrid 2.59. Man City 0.56. Total shots 12 for Real Madrid and only 8 shots for Man City. Shot on target 7 shots for Real Madrid on target and 4 shots for Manchester City on target. Big chances created. Real Madrid created how many big chances? 3 big chances in this game, and 1 led to a penalty, and Vinicius Junior missed the penalty. Man City created just 1 big chance in this game. Big chances missed. Real Madrid 1, Man City 1. You go now to the fouls committed. 11 for Real Madrid, 30 for Man City. Corners. Man City had 10 corners in this game. Real Madrid had just 1. Now, total shots for Real Madrid 12. Total shots for Man City 8. Shot off target 2-2. Shot on target 7 for Real Madrid and 4 shots for Man City on target. And that is the end of the road for Man City. That is the end. There is no way Manchester City can get a comeback against Real Madrid. And you look at this game today. Trent Alexander-Arnold was on fire. Let me be honest. For the first time, I watched Trent Alexander-Arnold like a complete player. Defensively, he was up to task. Offensively, he was up to task. And I think this is Real Madrid's best performance so far in this season. I have not watched Real Madrid play a game like this. I have not. This is their best performance so far this season, bro. Look at the first 45 minutes of the game. Destroyed Manchester City of Pep Guardiola 4-0. It's not easy. 3-0, sorry. It's not easy. There is no comeback for Real Madrid in this, for Man City in this particular game. And let me not focus only on this game, because when you look at this Real Madrid team, man, the only thing you can do is to give their flowers. You just give their flowers. How did they win this game? That is the question. How did Real Madrid manage to win this game against Manchester City? And there were some Champions League games today. Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Bodo Glimt, Sporting CP. Arsenal drew their game against Bayer Leverkusen. If you ask me what happened in that game, I don't know. I watched an Arsenal team, the current team top in the Premier League, the current best team in the Premier League, suffered against the seed team on the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen is currently seat in the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen is seat in the Bundesliga table, and Arsenal could not win them. Look at Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain. The Chelsea players gave away all the goals in this game. There is no way Chelsea will get a comeback in this game. No. There is no way. Paris Saint-Germain have already eliminated them. 3 goals different, 5 goals to 2. There is no way Chelsea will get a comeback in this game. Now, the most shocking game of the day, the one that really shocked me, Bodo Glimt Sporting CP. I never expected Bodo Glimt to win Sporting CP. And they won them 3-0. Congratulations, Bodo Glimt. I don't know what you guys are planning. I don't know if you guys really want to win the Champions League. After eliminating Inter Milan, now you are about to eliminate Sporting CP. Congratulations. Congratulations. Real Madrid, Man City. Oh God. Guys, this is the Champions League. Eh? This is why I always say, when you watch the Champions League at the group stage, it is just for fun. But when it gets to the knockout stage, it is not only fun, there is full entertainment and surprises. 15 goals were scored in the 4 games that were played today. Yesterday we saw 17 goals scored. And now the question is, where are those Premier League teams? Where are those Premier League teams? 5 Premier League teams are still in the Champions League, and none of those 5 Premier League teams won their game. Tottenham suffered a defeat to Atletico Madrid, 5-2. Now, Chelsea suffered a defeat to Paris Saint-Germain, 5-2. Man City suffered a defeat to Real Madrid, 3-0. Arsenal drew with Bayer Leverkusen, and Newcastle drew with Barcelona. So, 0 victory for a Premier League team in the Champions League. The so-called best league in the world. Yes, the so-called best league in the world. After someone come and tell me Barcelona cannot make it in the top 6 in the Premier League. Is that what you guys are thinking? Now, the journey is getting more and more closer, because I see Chelsea leaving the competition. I see Newcastle leaving. I see Man City leaving. I see Tottenham leaving. Only Arsenal can advance to the next stage of the UCL. Oh boy, this is the Champions League. The Champions League is not for kids. The Champions League is not for kids, guys. I'm going to end the video here. I'm sorry, the video is somehow long. But the question is, which of these 4 games that were played today was actually the most entertaining? I just want to ask a simple question, because more questions are coming. And at the same time, let me just make the questions to be many. You answer the one I can answer. Do you think Man City can get a comeback against Real Madrid? Do you think Chelsea can get a comeback against Paris Saint-Germain? And do you think Arsenal is going to eliminate Bayer Leverkusen. Bodo Glimt Sporting CP, I think it is going to be easy for Bodo Glimt. Now, I'm going to end the video here and I am going to return back tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the thumb up to the video, share the video to 1 or 2 persons, and see you until my next video.